Hey guys, it's me, Kiribankai. I am back, and yes, I'm wearing the same outfit as in my pretty video, wow. As in my previous video, because I thought, now that I'm doing it already, now that I have the chance, I might as well begin doing some question time. If you have watched the previous video, I'm so good at speaking English. I told you guys that I would want to make videos with this book. There is in total 291 questions. And some of the questions actually also have like an underline question? An under question? I don't know. So I bought this book in the Philippines. It is called The Book of Questions. It was written by Gregory Stock. On the back cover it says, ask your friends, ask your parents, most of all, ask yourself. Questioning attitudes and morals, putting deeply held beliefs to the test. This provocative bestseller is a deceptively simple tool for self-discovery. Covering love, money, sex, ethics, technology, and more, it may be the only publication that challenges and possibly changes the way that was Danish. The way we view and live in the world without offering a single opinion of its own. So let's just dive right in the pool of questions. First question, number 001. Technology has become a part of us. Would you rather lose the use of all motorized vehicles, all telecommunication devices, and computers, or one of your hands? For me, it kind of depends on if it's just for me, if it's like just me that will lose all cars, all phones, all computers, or if everyone. I assume it's everyone because it would be kind of weird if I only lost it. If I could choose between everyone losing computers, vehicles, and mobile phones, which are the things that make our daily lives a lot easier, transportation, getting into contact with people, or lose one of my hands, I would definitely choose to lose one of my hands. I feel like I don't want to be so selfish that I want to keep my one hand and make everyone in the world live without cars, without computers, without phones and stuff like that. But if it was something where we kind of like forgot, like that we just went through time without actually making these things, so that we would actually be used to not using these things, then I might actually just keep my hand. Because if we're not used to using it, then we won't miss it. We wouldn't know how much better our lives could be. What would you do if your 6-year-old daughter's favorite toy, a talking doll, started trying to convince her that she needed a new friend, the next doll in the company's line? I would find it very abusing towards the children. They're advertising to the child in a hidden way. Obviously the children don't know. It's different for the children to watch an advertisement on the TV than actually having their own doll, their own talking doll, to tell them that she needs a new friend. Obviously my 6-year-old daughter will tell me, Mom, she's lonely, she wants a new friend. I feel like maybe I would just boycott that company, but it's not like I would do something drastic as in like sue them or something very weird. Well, it's not really weird, but dramatic like that. If you had to be obsessed with money, sex, sports, religion, or food, which one would you choose? Am I that obsessed that I'm hurting people for it? I feel like if I was obsessed with money, people would just hate me. I would become a fucking douche. If I was obsessed with sex, that could also like somehow hurt me and others, I feel. Obsessed with sports, that can get quite violent as well. Obsessed with religion, no, that's a no. I don't want to be obsessed with any religion. Probably just pick being obsessed with food. I'm already obsessed with food, but again, I feel like there's some kind of danger in all of them. It's like, if I'm obsessed with food, do I know how to control what I'm eating? Is it every kind of food I'm obsessed with? Like, because I don't want to end up being very obese. But out of all the things, I would probably choose being obsessed with food. Ignoring all financial considerations, would you rather spend the next 5 years confined to an urban mecca like New York City or a beautiful isolated town on the California coast? So, I would pick an urban mecca like New York City, but that's because I was raised and born in a city in the capital of Denmark. I'm used to all the noise, the people, the lights. I do, of course, enjoy being out in the country, out in a very silent place where I can just be myself, but I don't think that I would be able to live there for 5 years. I feel like I would start to miss the city life. Would you rather watch an Olympics that outlawed performance-enhancing drugs, or one that embraced them and let athletes use medical pit crews to jack up their performances? I would want to watch the Olympics that outlaws performance-enhancing drugs, because I feel that way you really see the true potential of their own strength. But on the other hand, I think it would be really cool watching one where it is allowed, but then I think it would be more cool if everyone in that Olympics did take enhancing drugs, and then see how far they can go with that. Because I think that would be very exciting also, because the results would be so much bigger. Or, whoa, my light just flickered. As I said, some of them have like underline questions, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I'm gonna take this first and then answer this one, okay? How would you react if you learned that a sad and beautiful poem that touched you deeply had been written by a computer? So, I'm not into poems, so I obviously don't feel anything for this question. But I do think that they are very interesting. But I personally don't really enjoy them. And the other question is, how would you feel if you knew that within a century, intelligent machines would be self-aware and much smarter and more creative than humans? Why? I would be dead fucking scared. If they become more self-aware and way smarter than us, they are better than us. Plus, they can't die in the same sense as us. They don't need the stuff that we need. They're not small like blobs of flesh. They're machines. They're hard. They can be dangerous as fuck. Like, imagine having robots that are way smarter than us, and just imagine what things they could create. But again, in a century, I won't be living, would I? How long is a century? 100 years? Well, I wouldn't really be scared as fuck for my sake, but for my children's sake and my grandchildren. I would warn them every day and be like, be careful when the robots become more self-aware and smarter than us. And they'll be like, no mom, that's not gonna happen. And then everyone's gonna think I'm crazy. But that sounds like a movie, doesn't it? What is the most serious law you've broken? Doing something you thought was morally right, wouldn't hurt anyone, or was no one's business but yours? How bad would the punishment have been if you'd been caught and given the maximum sentence? I haven't broken any laws, I think. Well, like, something like trespassing, is that breaking... Well, I guess that is breaking the law, isn't it? Going on private property? Then I guess I have broken the law somehow. But I don't know how severe that is. That's probably just a few months or something. I don't know. But that's probably the worst I've done, like being somewhere that I'm not allowed to be. And the other question is, if you were on a jury, would you be willing to convict a person for something you didn't think should be considered a crime? Yeah, I would. Because law is law. If you break the law, then you should be convicted. That's what I think. I can't just say what I feel is right. Oh, like, he is innocent because I don't think that it is a crime. If it says in the law that it's a crime, then it's a crime and he should be convicted. If you could anonymously and safely destroy any one person's reputation online through various postings, would you? If so, who and why? No, I wouldn't. I don't have a reason to do so. I don't hate anyone. And that's kind of mean, isn't it? Just because you hate someone that you want to destroy the person's reputation online? I feel like that's kind of childish. On a typical Sunday, 10,000 people visit the Louvre in Paris. That was Danish. In Paris. If a wicked sorcerer threatened to vaporize all the museum's visitors or all of its art, sparing one or the other based on your plea, which would you save? Assume the sorcerer will obliterate both the people and the art if you don't choose. Obviously, I'm gonna fucking destroy the art. I'm not gonna fucking sacrifice people's life because of art. That is a stupid question. Like, I know that some paintings are important, like important paintings and art made from very important people, but I do not feel that it is worth saving art for people's lives. Especially, there's probably kids running around that museum. Like that. No. Even if it was just one person inside, I would choose to save that person and destroy all the art. And the other question is, what if any fruits of our culture are worth more than even 1 million lives? For example, what if all the music or fiction of the past century was at risk? I don't care. Like, 1 million lives? Just to save something, some music? Like, no. I will not sacrifice people's lives for something that trivial. Trivial. If your heart were damaged beyond repair, but you could regain your health for a few more years by getting a heart transplant from a genetically engineered pig, would you? Yes, I would. I don't see why I should let some kind of moral or ethics come in the way of me wanting to live like 5 more years. Yes, the thought is weird. I think I would be willing to do it. I don't really see the problem in it. So guys, that was 10 questions. Question 1 to 10 in the book of questions. I hope you somehow enjoyed this video. It would be really cool if some of you would write in the comments what your answers would be to some of them, or all of them if you want to. That's today's video. Well, it's today's second video. I feel good being back in the field of filming and YouTubing, but for the next few videos, it's probably just gonna be question time until I find something more interesting or something to do. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you'll subscribe to me, and I love you. Bye.